Welcome. In this lesson, we're going to learn to do simple rotations. Rotations of either 90 degrees clockwise, 90 degrees counterclockwise, which this one's having us do, or 180 degrees either clockwise or counterclockwise. And it doesn't matter which direction, either direction. The easiest way to do this is to remember this simple rule. If you're doing 90 degrees clockwise, by the way, that's the same as 270 counterclockwise, because you'll be asked to do 270 counterclockwise and 270 clockwise. Just remember, that's the same as doing 90 degrees in the other direction. So 90 degrees clockwise or 270 degrees counterclockwise, basically what's going to happen, and I did an example of this point right here, it has an x value of -4 and a y value of 2. The x and the y value swap position, so the 4 and the 2 swap position, and we change the sign of the y as it becomes the new x. And that's the thing. The most confusing thing about writing a rule like this is students get confused because they see a y and an x here, and they think, well, x has to come before y. Well, this y is actually representing the old y of the original point. It is now the numerical value of the x. This negative x is the old value of the x value of the point. That's now the new y value that I've changed sign. So in other words, to do clockwise, my point of -4, 2, out -4, up 2, rotates 90 degrees. The horizontal became a vertical now, and the vertical became horizontal. So I end up going out 2 and up 4. So you notice how the 2 and the 4 switch position, and we changed the sign on the 4 as it became from the x to the y. Now that's clockwise. This one says counterclockwise. So I'm going to do the red one, where I'm going to rotate downwards or rotate counterclockwise, which means this green L shape, its horizontal component becomes vertical, and the vertical becomes horizontal. So the x and the y swap position again, but we change the sign on the y this time. So again, the old y of 2 becomes the new x, and I change its sign. The old x value of -4 becomes the y, and I keep it the same. So I'm down here. If you were to rotate 180, that's just flipping it all the way over to the purple. They just switch signs. In other words, the negative x becomes a positive x. The positive y becomes a negative y. Take a second, pause this, and write these rules down so as you move through the remainder of this lesson, you'll be able to do it quickly. I'm just going to quickly do the remainder of this one. I'm going to actually graph. Now remember, I'm doing a counterclockwise, so that's this direction. Clockwise is this. So I'm going to go down to this red one, doing the red one here. So that's B. A, that was out 8, remember that y value of -8 is going to be now, the x value of -8 becomes y, which is down here. I'm going to be out here. And then this point here that was left 8 will be down 8. If it was up 9, it will be left 9 out to here. And there it is, rotated. Again, think of these little L shapes rotating, the rotating L's. Write these rules down and just follow them, and you'll do just fine on this exercise. Again, here I've done this very quickly. I just realized that, again, my vertical becomes horizontal, my horizontal becomes vertical, so F becomes here, and then this is 2 further out horizontally, so E is going to be 2 further out vertically, up 2. And again, if I'm touching the x-axis, when I rotate, I'll be touching the y-axis. Again, go back and write those rules down and follow them, and you will have no problems at all. This one's very easy, 180 degrees. I don't care if it's clockwise or counterclockwise. I'm just going to change the sign on everything. So that's 9. So this is both a +2 and a +7. So -2, -7. Oh, except I went out to U, so I got to go V first. You got to go in order around the thing. So I'm going to come out to 9 and down to, this is 7, so down to -7. Just changing the sign. And there's my rotated figure. Again, if you have any questions, please bring them to class and I will help you then.